You'll need a 13mm bit on the impact driver to get the nuts off of the bolt that hold the gear to the differential. To get the differential to separate, first take out the bolts, then gently hit the top with the hammer and it will slowly start to separate. Before putting all the parts in the parts cleaner, make sure to try to get off most of the grease with your hands. To get the bearing out of the housing, slam it on the table. Use the brush from the parts cleaner to try to wipe off most of the grease off the gears. Make sure to put everything in the blue bin in the parts cleaner so that someone will eventually clean it. The first part in rebuilding the differentials is to replace the axle seals. Take the axle seals and push them into the divot in the differential housing until it is flush. You'll then need to put in the bearings. Make sure the bearings are lined up with the housing perfectly or they will not go in smoothly. It should take very little force to push in the bearings. Don't forget to put the gasket on. To make the rotating rod assembly, you'll need 2 spider gears and 2 clips on either end, and this is what it'll look like. You'll then need to put 2 drive gears on either side of this. This is what it should look like before putting the housing all together. Make sure the drive gears are lined up with the holes for the axle. Place the gear on the opposite side of where the feed for the grease pin is sticking out. When putting in these bolts, make sure the flat end of the bolt is touching the housing and not the tip of it. You'll need to put a washer and a 13mm nut on each one of these bolts. You can feed grease in through the top like this, but I prefer to go in through the side because I notice if you use the top, sometimes you can blow out the axle seals, which sucks because then you have to start your rebuild all the way over from the beginning.